All-Stars. And what an incredible welcome it was last Monday in Halifax, Nova Scotia, when the WWF again invaded Canada. It was Operation Raw is War, when the Canadian Patriots swarmed the Metro Center with signs, banners, and anti-American propaganda.
It means they're more superior athletes, that they'd be tougher, more competitive than most Americans.
We are very proud of Bret Hart. We are very proud of the Bulldog. We are very proud of Owen because he is the best there is,
The best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Well, you know, I love Canada. I have to say, I love the clean air. I love the people. And I think that the Hart Foundation definitely just embodies all that's good about Canada. Canada rules, baby.
Well, if you want to talk about being fan favorites, check out the reception Bret Hart and the Hart Foundation received when they entered amongst their fellow countrymen.
Attention for a moment. Wow. Whoa. The International Scope of the World Wrestling Federation is off the page. Now in over 100 countries. This ain't making. The mic is yours, Mr. Hart.
Nice to be home. It's nice to be in God's country. You know, last week, I had this horrible nightmare that I was in San Antonio, Texas, where they like to spit on you and throw stuff at you for the simple reason that you tell the truth. Did you ever notice the United States of America is shaped like one big giant toilet bowl? And the reason is because most Americans are just plain full of crap.
As we all well know, the Hart Foundation aren't ones to let a partisan audience go to waste. And soon the forum turned to America and SummerSlam on pay-per-view.
Undertaker, we don't need to wait till SummerSlam. We can start it right here in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Hold on. Well, you know, all the great Canadian wrestling fans just saw the British Bulldog power slam the most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock, right through the mat. Let me tell you something, tough guy, there's plenty more where that came from. So let's not wait till SummerSlam. Let's do it right here, tonight, in Halifax. Let's get it on! The challenge of The Undertaker and Shamrock so far.
Well, if I had my wish, I wish that Stone Cold Slime Austin would come on out here, and why wait until SummerSlam? I don't know what kind of a pervert he is or what kind of a sicko. He wants to come out and kiss my butt. Well, I don't want to wait till SummerSlam. If he's any kind of man, I damn well know he can't kiss my butt, and he certainly won't kiss my ass. But if he wants, he can suck my toes.
Still to come, Canada and the U.S. may border each other, but the fans are from two different worlds, as Sean and Bret find out. Also, competition gets crazy when Mankind takes on Owen Hart. And up next, the King climbs in the ring.
SummerSlam. The man from the dark side possesses the gold, but this angry hitman is hell-bent on reclaiming it.
I will be the special referee.
SummerSlam. The reigning Intercontinental Champion got the 1, 2, 3 in the 10-man tag. But the bottom line is a promise this stone-cold killer intends to keep.
I'll kiss his ass if I can't kick it, and that's the way it's gonna be.
Stridex presents WWF SummerSlam, Heart and Soul, live next Sunday, only on pay-per-view.
This morning, WWF Superstars is being brought to you by Big Red. For long-lasting fresh breath that lets you stay closer longer. Welcome back, everybody. Now, as you probably noticed over the past few weeks, the King, Jerry Lawler, and Too Sexy, Brian Christopher, have been pretty much inseparable. Kind of like father and son, you might say. Anyway, wherever Too Sexy goes, the King is always ringside, ready to crown the nearest foe. Last night on Shotgun Saturday Night, however, the King jousted while Too Sexy was too loud in the announce position.
Scott Taylor is no competition for Jerry the King Lawler. He's not competition for Brian Christopher in the light heavyweight division.
No way.
Do you have any competition, Brian?
I have not seen a lick of competition. Nobody is going to give me any problems. I'm going to mow right over them. And when are they getting that belt made?
Very soon. I understand very soon.
Well, they better get my waist size because I want it to fit just right.
I think they ought to send the seamstresses over to measure you.
Yeah.
You mean Suzuki is no competition, right?
No.
Taka Michinoku, no competition.
What'd you say?
Taka Michinoku. What about Scott Punske?
Oh, my gosh. He's dumb as a box of rocks.
And you know something? I heard that JR is Polish, too.
What do they call him?
Oh, look at that. Budinsky.
What a drop kick by Jerry Lawler. You see one of those about once a season. Once in the fall, once in the winter, you got it.
Shut up, Budinsky.
My job.
Nobody pulled your string.
Well,
Let's just me and you talk the whole time, Jim.
Might as well. Yeah.
The King made a U-turn there. Scott Taylor found nothing but air.
I'll tell you what would be great. Me and you, Jim Cornette, and Jerry Lawler down here all at the same time doing commentary every week.
Yeah,
How about that?
Hey, can you find something to do for the next millennia or so that we can have Lawler down here and do this job?
A couple of onions for dinner tonight or what?
I had a hot dog before I came out.
3.
Yeah.
And look at this.
Choke the life out of him. Choke the life out of him.
Scott Taylor being punished by the veteran Jerry the King Lawler. The King of Memphis. The King of the USWA.
The King of the WWF also.
Of all of the King's greatest victories, who do you think was the biggest and greatest star that he's ever beat? I know it may even be impossible to narrow it down to just one, but I know he's beaten all of them.
He's beat everybody. Do you know how many times he has held that world heavyweight title down there in Memphis? He's held every title.
Oh, hard right hand by Scott Taylor.
Wow.
Knocking down the King. And Scott Taylor's mounting some offense now.
Don't make the King mad, I'm telling you.
That's not legal.
Scott Taylor catches Lawler with a drop kick. And Jerry the King Lawler is begging off.
Come on, King.
Oh, Brian, I know you've seen the King in trouble before, but he's too smart for his opponents.
Right.
He always pulls one out of the bag. There you go.
Ooh, power driver. Jerry Lawler with a power driver. And
Yes.
There you go.
It's been great, Jim. But I gotta go congratulate the King.
congratulate your daddy.
Jerry the King Lawler is the king of the WWF, and Brian Christopher is going to be the king of the light heavyweight division.
Well, that's certainly a distinct possibility. He's got great skills, and boy, what a big mouth.
And there's something even better than that, JR. He comes from the great state of Tennessee, and he's had a tremendous teacher, one of the greatest of all time, the King, Jerry Lawler.
Still to come this morning on Superstars, the Heartbreak Kid's resume gets a major revision.
So the Heartbreak Kid is going to be a special referee at SummerSlam.
But not everyone thinks he meets the job requirements. Also, the last time Vader and Shamrock met, Vader left with a busted nose. Will Vader return the favor? And up next, the Godwins are hell-bent on revenge. And now, it's time for action. The Stridex Triple Action. Featuring 3 times the excitement from your favorite WWF superstars.
Partisan crowd here tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, boy. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's impressive. Oh, the bucket.
Phineas just nailed Blackjack window with that bucket.
That was this week's Stridex Triple Action. Triple clean your skin with Stridex medicated pads. Well, as far as wins go here in the World Wrestling Federation as of late, the Godwins' use of the slop bucket was a smashing success. The Hog Farmers' triple threat victory seals their tag team title shot for tomorrow night live on Raw is War in Pittsburgh when they meet tag team champions Dude Love and Stone Cold Steve Austin. How will Austin and Love fare in their first title defense? Well, last night on Shotgun Saturday Night, the Godwins had a message for the tag team champions as well as the Road Warriors, Animal and Hawk.
Henry and Phineas Godwin recently winning the triple threat tag team matchup, which of course means that you then go to this Monday night on Raw in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where you'll be facing the tag team champions of Stone Cold Steve Austin and Dude Love.
That's right, Mr. McMahon. Me and Phineas went through the Blackjacks and the Headbangers. And this Monday night in Pittsburgh, we get a shot at them belts again against Stone Cold and that freak walking around with him, Dude Love. And when we get done with them boys, then we're going to SummerSlam in the Meadowlands against the LOD. That's right. We're bringing the gold to the Meadowlands. And we're going to cram them down your damn throat. And it ain't going to be pretty coming out the other end, boys.
What makes you think that you're going to be able to defeat Stone Cold and Dude Love for the titles this coming Monday?
I don't think, Mr. McMahon. I know. I told you a while back that the Godwins were going to do things their way. Settle down, Phineas. Not yet.
And you're actually looking forward to facing the Legion of Doom, considering what you did recently to LOD. Don't you know they're gunning for you?
Mr. McMahon, I heard them say that we tried to break Hawk's neck. We ain't tried to break Hawk's neck yet. We're just toying with them boys right now. We're priming them up.
Well, you truly hope you're going to be the champions, go to SummerSlam, and then face LOD in a title match.
We're going to SummerSlam with them gold belts around our waist. And LOD, you don't know what pain is. When you broke my damn neck, that was pain. But at SummerSlam, you're going to know what pain is. You're not going to be fit to get in the ring. You're not going to be fit to fight or wrestle or anything. But you might be good for one thing. What is it, Phineas?
Hawk, you sure do got a pretty mouth, boy.
Well, that's pathetic. The part of Ned Beatty will not be played by Hawk.
It could be at SummerSlam, Hawk. If I were you, I'd get some blistex myself.
If you can't trust Shawn Michaels, who can you trust?
Still to come, Shawn Michaels learns the exchange rate for cockiness in Canada and find out if authority always wins when the hitman is fighting it. Also, the Canadian crowds are watching Owen's back, but Mankind has got more than the mandible claw up his sleeve. And up next, Vader's not the only one trying to settle a score with Ken Shamrock. WWF SummerSlam, Heart and Soul is presented by Stridex. Triple clean your skin with Stridex medicated pads. WWF SummerSlam, live next Sunday night, exclusively on pay-per-view. Ever since a cold day in hell, Ken Shamrock and Vader have had some unfinished business. Last Monday, live on Raw, the Mastodon and the world's most dangerous man battled for bragging rights, but the British Bulldog was unmuzzled, waiting to strike.
Here we go. And it looks like Shamrock is going to suffer his first defeat here tonight. No! Going downstairs. Now upstairs. Look out!
Belly suplex by Shamrock. He suplexed a 458-pound Vader. There's a leg break. A submission move there. Don't give up, Vader. Don't tap out.
Look at that. Paul Bear breaks the eyes. Paul Bear just breaks the eyes.
Look at Paul.
Shamrock will go for him. Uh-oh. Paul Bear picking up. World's most dangerous man can erupt at any moment. There he goes.
Disqualified, referee.
Oh.
Vader catching Shamrock coming back in.
And now Vader dropping Shamrock right down on his back. Uh-oh, look out.
It may be time for a Vader bomb. Or could it be time for a moonsault?
Unbelievable athleticism for a man his size. Vader now towering over Shamrock.
Splash! The Vader splash! That's over! No, it's not! How does Shamrock kick out of that, McMahon?
You've got me. Shamrock with tremendous resilience. And Shamrock not looking too good here at this juncture.
He won't kick out after this one. Finish him!
Here we go. Here comes the Vader bomb.
Oh, no! Shamrock buried his knees right into the lower abdomen of Vader. That's going to slow Vader down, at least momentarily.
And it looks like Shamrock is getting in the zone.
It's knuckle up time for Shamrock.
Shamrock, look at him go.
Cover up, Vader, cover up.
Vader for the ride to the buckle. And here comes Shamrock. Uh-oh, look out. Whoa, no.
Boom.
And Shamrock's back striking the side of the ring as he was thrown to the outside.
Shamrock's lower back taking a pounding there. Thanks to Vader.
Shamrock,
wait a minute.
The British Bulldog! The British Bulldog!
A European champion hammering away at Shamrock.
The British Bulldog with a man who's going to face at SummerSlam. Driving him down on that steel girder.
The referee didn't see a darn thing thanks to Vader. The Bulldog has done his damage. Will Shamrock be able to continue?
Shamrock, who just sustained a back injury on the side of the ring, driven down into the steel ramp by the Bulldog, and oh no, Shamrock has lost his first match.
The winner of this match is a result of a countout, the man they call Vader.
Well, Vader evens the score as far as the score as far as the victory column is concerned. Let's take a look at a replay of that awesome power slam. The Bulldog, you saw the back of the official in there. Bulldog driving Shamrock right down into the steel girder.
Certainly gives Shamrock something to think about as it relates to the European title matchup August the 3rd at SummerSlam.
Who's the most dangerous man in the world?
It looks like the luck of the Irish ran out on Ken Shamrock. He suffers his first loss, but not by pinfall or submission, but a loss all the same. Man, the British Bulldog better watch his tail, because at WWF SummerSlam next Sunday night on pay-per-view, the world's most dangerous man will be looking to bite the dog where it hurts, right in the European title. And if the Bulldog loses, he'll be eating more than just his words. Still to come on Superstars, what would it be like to be isolated at sea with Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, and Stone Cold? It's no daydream. It all happened last week on the Wrestle Vessel. Also, Shawn Michaels makes the main event at SummerSlam, and Bret Hart is boiling. And up next, Stone Cold sends a stunning message during Owen and Mankind's match. Your WWF $1 Million Chance is presented by Discovery Zone, the perfect place for kids to run, swing, climb, crawl, and have a ball. It's the ultimate entertainment spot, and it's just for kids. DZ, where kids want to be. Go to your nearest Discovery Zone to get the official entry form and a free WWF poster. Only at DZ. Well, I hope everybody's sending their WWF SummerSlam $1 Million Chance clues, because tomorrow night, live on Raw is War, we're going to be calling 2 lucky viewers during the broadcast. So tell Aunt Gertrude you're going to have to call her back. Stay off the phone. Make sure you're sitting by the blower between 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern, because if you get the call, you'll win an all-expense-paid trip to New York, SummerSlam, and a chance to win $1 million. I got to tell you, I was there when we gave away the house 2 years ago, but this is gonna be unbelievable. Last week, the 1997 Wrestle Vessel embarked on a voyage through the Gulf of Mexico, and Intercontinental Champion Owen Hart was on hand to relax with his fans and catch some rays. Jim Ross caught these exclusive comments from Owen concerning Stone Cold Steve Austin's stipulation at SummerSlam.
Well, that'll give you an example of what I've been talking about and what my brother Brett's been talking about the arrogance, the stupidity of the typical American people. Stone Cold Steve Austin says that if he can't beat me, he will kiss my butt. Well, Stone Cold, that's your stupidity. That's your own problem. You're the one that chose to do that. So at SummerSlam, you better get ready, pucker up, get your Blistex on, because I have no intention of losing to you. And when I beat you, you're going to have to go down and kiss my butt. And that's exactly what you're going to have to do right in front of your own stupid people. And the only one that you have to blame is yourself, because you're the cocky one. You're the one that chose to do it. And at SummerSlam, you're going to have to do it.
Last night on Shotgun Saturday Night, the 2-time Slammy Award-winning Owen Hart locked up with Mankind. But do you ever get the feeling you're being watched?
About to enter the arena from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing 227 pounds. He is the 2-time Slammy Award winner and current World Wrestling Federation Intercontinental Champion, Owen Hart.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Shotgun Saturday Night. I'm Jim Ross alongside James E. Cornette. We are at ringside as the King of Hearts, Owen Hart, ready for one-on-one competition. And what an ovation, James E., here in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Well, the partisan Canadian crowd welcoming the home country hero. Like I've said before, Canada don't have too much to be proud of, so I guess they take what they can get.
Owen Hart will face Stone Cold Steve Austin at SummerSlam for the Intercontinental title.
His opponent, weighing 287 pounds,
Mankind on his way to the ring to meet Owen Hart, and certainly his showdown with Hunter Hearst Helmsley in a cage match is going to be an epic. Listen to these pre-recorded comments.
Owen Hart is going to be very lucky, because although he will take a beating, I'm a little bit preoccupied thinking about the face of Hunter Hearst Helmsley inside a 15-foot-high steel cage. I'm going to show the whole world the fear in that face, and then I'm going to make that face unrecognizable. Have a nice day.
JR, what is the deal with this guy? I mean, most nutcases, they have one person to whom they form some kind of psychological bond with, and in Mankind's case, it's you.
Owen Hart up on top, and there's a drop kick on Mankind. What great athleticism by the Intercontinental Champion, and the crowd here in Halifax loves this man. Jim Ross and Jim Cornette back with you. We are at ringside here on Shotgun Saturday Night. Mankind sent for the ride. There's a sunset flip, and Owen Hart trying to keep his balance. Whoa. Can he do it? Whoa. And a right hand, there's one, and the mandible claw.
He got the claw. JR, he got that claw.
And Owen Hart able to get a shoulder up. Mankind could not get the mandible fully executed, but knocks Owen right back down with a big old clothesline.
In the position he was in, he had no leverage. leverage. He couldn't keep that claw on, but it was a surprise to Owen. And watch this spinning heel kick.
Owen Hart now for the cover. Can he get the pin? He got 2, and that's it this time.
Owen Hart, I'm sorry, I'm just so excited about this, JR. Owen Hart looking good, and I can't wait to see if he looks this good at SummerSlam, because if he does, then he's going to drop trowel, and Steve Austin is going to pucker up.
Folks, SummerSlam is next Sunday on pay-per-view. The Continental Airlines Arena will be rocking, no doubt about it. Next Sunday on pay-per-view, Owen Hart and Stone Cold for the Intercontinental title, and Mankind and Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Oh, good belly inside a steel cage. And Owen Hart, much to the delight of this partisan Canadian crowd, going upstairs.
What's he gonna do? Whoa! He's gonna get his teeth knocked out.
Owen Hart taking a big bite out of the shoe of Mankind, and the deranged Mankind now has an opportunity to rebuild his advantage. Owen Hart catching Mankind coming in. And Mankind with a claw. Mankind with a mandible claw. Wait a minute. Here comes Helmsley. Here comes Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
He missed. A swing and a miss. And here comes Owen. He stopped. Mankind with a claw on Helmsley. Mankind has dragged Helmsley in over the top rope. Is this a disqualification? Yes, it is.
Referee Tim White's calling for the bell. And now Owen Hart and Helmsley are taking care of business here with Mankind.
But who's disqualified? Helmsley never actually struck Mankind. Who's disqualified? Who's the winner? And what's going to happen to Mick Foley?
Helmsley gives the referee a shove. That could cost him some bucks right there, as if he cared. Pedigree time.
Hey, dog food.
Oh my! Hunter Hearst Helmsley is just decimating Mankind, and now with Mankind helpless, it's Owen Hart and the sharpshooter. Owen Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold is on his way out here.
Is he going to help his partner? Because Mankind's not his partner. Dude loves his partner, but he don't like the Hearts.
Oh, Stone Cold Stunner. Stone Cold Steve Austin not wasting any time. He's grabbed the Intercontinental title. Will Stone Cold Steve Austin be the next Intercontinental champion? We'll find that out at SummerSlam.
Or will he kiss Owen Hart's rear quarters? But Stone Cold Steve Austin sure does know how to make a cameo appearance.
Stone Cold is a man of few words, isn't he? I mean, do you think Owen Hart got the message about next Sunday night at WWF SummerSlam? However, if Austin fails to win the Intercontinental title, he's going to be kissing the back end of a Canadian. And what about Mankind and the King, Hunter Hearst Helmsley? Will a 15-foot-high steel cage be enough to keep Queen China out of the picture? We'll find out next Sunday night, exclusively on pay-per-view at WWF SummerSlam. They went cruising for a bruising. Find out what happens when WWF superstars make waves at sea. Plus, Pillman proves how slippery he can be. And up next, Shawn Michaels is not safe anywhere in Canada. In recent weeks, a war has waged between the fans of the United States and those of Canada. It is a war of nationalistic pride. The Maple Leaf, the Stars and Stripes. In Canada, Bret Hart and the Hart Foundation are idolized as heroes, as national treasures, while men like Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold Steve Austin are ridiculed and scorned. In the United States, the situation is just the reverse. The Texans are cheered, while the Northerners are booed. Last Monday on Raw is War, our friends in the Great White North were true to form.
Not only is Canada a bigger country, it's 10 times better, and I tell you, any Americans want to come up, come on up, babies, because you're going back down twice as fast.
I feel great pride just to be a Canadian, to be able to see Owen and Bret and the British Bulldog and the rest of the foundation there in the ring. And when I see them, I know that I can stand up and cheer and be proud of my country.
Canada, the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
This night's not going to go any further till I hear the national anthem for the greatest country on earth.
expected, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels' reception was just a bit cooler.
Hey, good luck, guys! And man, Bret Hart has got to be loving this!
Wait a minute, look at that! Listen to that! And Michaels saluting our glory before the capacity crowd.
He's an athlete, I gotta give him that much, big man.
What's the big announcement? What's he gonna make?
Listen to these moronic Canadians. Now they throw Canadian flags in the ring.
As far as SummerSlam is concerned, I wanted to sell tickets. That job was taken. I wanted to give away souvenirs. That job was taken. So I once again went to the head of the World Wrestling Federation. And he said, Sean, actually he said, Mr. Sean, because he knows better. He said, if you want this gig, there's only one opening for you. It seems that Earl Hebner, the top WWF referee, is a little out of it. So the Heartbreak Kid is going to be a special referee at SummerSlam.
But what match are you talking about? What match are you going to referee, Sean?
What match? Now, you've got your opening card, you've got your middle of the card, you've got the top of the card, and then you've got the main event. And I only work one match, and that's the main event. The Undertaker and Bret the Hitman Hart for the World Wrestling Federation Championship, and I will be the special referee.
Well, you heard it right, folks. The Heartbreak Kid will be the special ref for the biggest WWF title match of the year next Sunday night at the World Wrestling Federation SummerSlam. But there's one stipulation. If in any way Shawn Michaels as guest referee shows favoritism for The Undertaker against Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels will be suspended from wrestling in the United States indefinitely. Well, the Hitman mustn't have heard the stipulation involved because he absolutely lost his mind. The Hitman's heinous attack didn't stop. His next target was Shawn Michaels. Eyewitnesses claim to have seen Bret Hart and the Hart Foundation leaving Shawn Michaels' locker room.
God damn it. Well, you took hard work, Prince, at.
You all right?
Get off of me, Pat. You know I'm all right.
Get the doctor. Please get him right now. Is he coming?
Hang on, John. What the hell is going on with this place? You want to sue here? Idiot! Well, how much this crime is going to go on? I'm just doing the best I can. You ain't doing. You're doing more.
Sit down.
Shawn Michaels refused medical attention, but he was roughed up. If the Heartbreak Kid is anything, he is resilient, and he will be live in Pittsburgh for Raw is War tomorrow night. Also, tomorrow night in Pittsburgh, the Hitman Bret Hart and his attorneys will have a closed-door hearing with WWF President Gorilla Monsoon and other World Wrestling Federation officials. The Undertaker and the Hitman will fight with Shawn Michaels as the guest referee. Don't forget, if the Hitman loses, he will never wrestle on American soil again. What happens when you take Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Hart family, Sable, Sonny, Marlena, and Shake? You get the Wrestle Vessel. WWF fans find out what it's like to live a dream when we return.
And now, the Discovery Zone Rewind. Discovery Zone is the perfect place for kids to run, swing, climb, crawl, and have a ball. It's the ultimate entertainment spot, and it's just for kids.
There's Brian Pillman. Where did he come from? Pillman. And the Hart Foundation wins it. Brian Pillman prevented the Undertaker from capturing the flag. Where in the hell did Pillman come from?
That was the Discovery Zone Rewind. DZ, where kids want to be.
Now I bet you're wondering where the loose cannon Brian Pillman came from, huh? Well, eyewitnesses in the Metro Center claim to have seen Brian Pillman run in and dive under the ring during the blackout in the Undertaker's entrance. I bet the whole thing was planned by Bret Hart from the very beginning. The Hart Foundation will do absolutely anything to win. Right now, let's get you to my broadcast colleague, Michael Cole, with a very nautical edition of Star Treks.
Recently, the World Wrestling Federation cast off on a voyage unlike any other, and it wasn't a 3-hour tour. It was 4 days of fun aboard Wrestle Vessel 2. Nearly 300 die-hard WWF fans and a dozen WWF superstars set sail from Miami, Florida on Carnival Cruise Line's MS Ecstasy for an unforgettable week on the high seas. Fans from 6 to 60 travel from as far away as Europe, Hawaii, and everywhere in between to fulfill their dreams of meeting their heroes. The fans experience firsthand the aura of such WWF superstars as the Hitman, Bret Hart, Intercontinental Champ Owen Hart, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, and of course, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Try to get that camera out here before I whip your ass.
Sorry, Mr. Cold. Well, the WWF superstars were proud to sign every autograph on everything from T-shirts to magazines, you name it. Nearly 3,600 autographs in one night. Wow! And the smiles, well, they speak for themselves.
The Wrestle Vessel. There is nothing like it on Earth.
Hey everybody, you know who I am, and I'm right here in Key West, Florida. Mallory Square is the best shopping area in Key West, the southernmost point in the United States. Really, in the United States? Yeah. Wow, in the United States. You know, we're like 90 miles from Cuba. I can go down there and get some cigars from my good buddy Marlena. But right now, we're going to do some shopping. Look how pretty. Look, dolphins and coral. It's only $150. But it's pretty. I like it. I want it. I want it. I want it. You want a shrunken head? Is it me, gentlemen?
But the spree didn't last long. Sunny had to strut her stuff.
Now check this out, guys. This is the ecstasy ship we just got off of Carnival Cruise Line. On the Wrestle Vessel, we're having a great old time. We're in Key West, and I'm on this beaten-up old ship called Mary. Now, it says keep off right here, but I'm on it because I can do anything I want to do. So you have to come next year on the Wrestle Vessel, and you can do it too.
Next stop, Cozumel, Mexico. White sand beaches and crystal clear waters encircle this vacationer's paradise. Tourists can shop for anything from spray art to crafts to even gold. Owen Hart and his wife took the day to explore the beautiful backdrop for themselves.
Money, 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 that's all those Mexicans want. It's a lot cleaner, healthier, wholesome style of life back in Canada. Now, only 3 more days I get to go home, and that'll be paradise, not Cozumel, Mexico. Or they just take advantage of all the sucker tourists and make them spend their money. I want something like this in a Cracker Jack box once. Arriba! Gold, silver. Come on, let's be realistic. If you melted it all down, all this gold, it isn't worth one of my slabs. Not even one. In Mexico, there's not a heck of a lot to be happy about.
Well, good old JR found happiness.
This is our dinner for the night. It's an iguana. He's a big WWF fan, as a matter of fact. We're going to eat him tonight for dinner. They tell me it tastes like chicken. We have iguana burger, chicken fried iguana, and iguana fried pie.
Sounds mighty tasty. But what about the taste of some competition? And it was stiff competition as the fans and superstars served up a fierce game of volleyball. The crowd, well, it was pumped and ready for some action. But it wasn't all fun for WWF official Dave Hebner. He was blindsided with the ball and needed a lift to get courtside. Well, luckily, the hitman was there, ready to pump the life back into Mr. Hebner. But in the end, sportsmanship ruled, and everyone came out a winner. By nightfall, it was time to say goodbye to all the new friends we made along the way, take that final snapshot, and reflect the fun and experience of the past week.
I had a great time on a wrestle vessel, but the best part of it was I got to hug Bret Hart.
We're having a really great time. Almost like a second honeymoon, and the wrestlers put the icing on the cake.
This is my first cruise with the Wrestle Vessel, and I have had an outstanding time.
The only good part about the cruise is Steve Austin, and that's it. That's the bottom line.
We had a really great time here on the Wrestle Vessel. I'd recommend it to anybody. If anybody gets a chance to come out next year, go ahead. It's a ball.
I would definitely recommend it to anyone, and hopefully we'll be back next year.
Well, the World Wrestling Federation would like to thank all the fans who made Wrestle Vessel 2 a success, because without you, there would not be a World Wrestling Federation. Well, we'll see you next week, right here on WWF Superstars.